say what, say what. Ooh, falling up beside. Feeling I want you. Tell me what's up. What's up, y'all? This is your girl, T-Bird Talks. And I'm just hopping on for a quick little minute to talk about a few things that I'm irked by. Want to address Stormi with her COO, Miss Wanda's live, and her issues that she had with Mel. Stormi and her issues with Mel. What we was looking at as far as the for the next season's trailer. I want to talk about a little bit, hit up on something with that. I want to talk about Miss Shanika Foster. And Miss Jennifer and her fiance, Jennifer on the Basketball Wives. Yeah, let's talk about it. So, as far as Stormi and her COO, because I see a lot of women out here talking about Stormi was wrong for firing him, and that he helped her get her business up and running again the way it's supposed to be ran. And Stormi has acknowledged that he helped her a lot in her business. But if she have any issues regarding her business and him being her COO, she was well within her rights to fire him. She's the CEO, okay? Chief Executive Officer. COO is your Chief Operating Officer. CEO is going to trump your COO, okay? And I'm sure she spoke with her attorneys to make sure that she was able to fire him if she felt the need to do so. If she was not comfortable with that partnership and that relationship regarding her business, no longer, she had a right to fire him. Now, I don't know how she structured their partnership. I guess we'll probably see that in the court records. If it gets to that point, they may end up settling out of court. I don't know what that looks like. Hopefully, she did not give him 50-50 ownership or anything like that. Hopefully, she had, a small percentage that she gave away. But for me, how I would have structured it, I would have structured it where he gets a percentage for life or anything like that. I would have structured the partnership where he got a percentage equity, some sort of equity out of the business, probably for 2 years or maybe 3 years, something like that. Because you don't have to structure the deal where they have equity or part ownership of the business or anything like that for life or anything. So I don't know what the structure was. I don't know what the partnership structure looked like or anything like that. But I would have did a 2-year deal, something like that, 2 to 3 year deal with him. and then we revisit the contract after the 2 years. You know, if he supposedly loaned her $40,000 or whatever that looks like, or invested that money, he's supposed to get paid back. From what I heard is that he supposedly has made, and he's only been in the company for a little over a year and 6 months or so, something like that. I heard that he's gotten paid a few million. Okay, so if you've gotten paid a few million in not even 2 years in the business, you got paid good ass money. Okay, so I don't know what he complaining about. If she no longer comfortable as the founder, CEO, and owner, I'm sure she has majority equity and shares in her company. If she has 51%, if she owns 51% of her company, she could fire who she will to fire. Now, I don't know if she structured her business as an LLC. I don't know if it's a corporation. It has to be either or, LLC or a corporation, something like that, or whatever. If it's a corporation, there's a board of directors. So that could play a part too on hiring and firing. So it just depends. So, but everybody up in arms about this woman firing this clear dude. You understand? She have a right to fire who she wants. Obviously, she wasn't no longer comfortable in that partnership for whatever reason. We have not heard Stormi's side, but COO put out a statement, and everybody just listening to what he got to say about it, but have not heard Stormi's side of the situation before they draw some conclusions and talk about Stormi was dirty and she was wrong for that and she did him and all that stuff like that. At the end of the day, they have corporations, huge Fortune 500 corporations that fire people every day, that let go their COOs and their CFOs all the time, and nobody says they was wrong for letting them go. So how is Stormi wrong for letting someone go from her business? I don't care what he did to get her business out the mud. It doesn't matter. Obviously, she done. And if she done, she done. Period. But because people don't like Stormi because of old girl, cult leader, in my opinion, they want to come against this woman like she did something wrong. No, she didn't do nothing wrong. She was well within her rights to fire him if she chose to, for whatever reason. Most people are at-will employees. Ridiculous. So it just, so many different comments that they're making. You know, oh, Stormi was wrong. She shouldn't have done this. That man gonna get her business off the ground. Blah 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 blah. But that's still her shit, though. Okay, that's still her business. She's still the owner of that business. She can get rid of who she wants to get rid of. Okay. Thank you. On to the next. Let's talk about. Since we still on Stormi, I'm talking about Stormi with Mel. Okay, that trailer was ridiculous. Mel, I've been trying to give her a chance for me to. I used to like Mel. I really did. I used to like her. I can't stand her now. I don't like her. That's all to it. I don't like cult leader actions. I don't like cult vibes, and that's what it's giving. Her and her mellow nuts, aka mellow meters, mellow dramatics, is giving cult for me. I don't like it, can't stand it. And the reason why I don't like it, can't stand it, because I've been in a cult situation. I was in a cult church. And the reason why I could see, in my opinion, and according to my observation of what I've seen on the show and what I've seen on social media, what I've seen with these millimeter content creators, it's got the cults, okay? Because I've been in one before. I've been in a situation where the pastor wife, who is the first lady of the church, who also was a pastor in the church as well, we put her up on a pedestal. And we defended her. Friends, family, whomever. Nobody could say anything against this lady, because we went hard in the paint if somebody did. Which you never idolize people and put people on a pedestal. I'm like, Mel, a grown-ass woman, she could literally defend herself. Okay? Nothing wrong with having commentary or your thoughts and opinions on a situation, but when you go to coming against people, livelihood, and people getting locked up and going to jail, like bogus charges, criminal charges being filed, like the sinking ship filed against Stormi, and she had to go to jail behind that shit. That's some bull, okay? When people doing stuff like that in your name, it's a cult. They're doing that because of you. And you are refused. You saying you don't have to say shit. She was like, she asking you how you feel about that. Like, where you stand? And she like, she don't have to say shit. But guess what? You have officially made yourself a cult leader, darling. In my opinion, that's what it looked like to me. Because you're okay with what Black Satanic sinking ship did. That's what it looked like to me. It seemed like you co-signing it because you refuse to speak out against it. Nothing wrong with you saying, look, fall back to your people. You said it before when that guy that you was supposed, I don't know if you was dating that guy, whoever he was to you, when he called out his email address, your goddamn mellow nuts started emailing this guy and excessively. And then what you did, you told him to fall back. Don't email him. And guess what they did? They fell back and I emailed him. So if you could stand up and talk to your millimeters about that, you know, somebody, I guess, that you cared about. So obviously you don't care or give a shit about your castmates that was your friends that you personally know. You don't care that that woman had to go to jail behind that bullshit that you started, that mellow nut shit, because that's what it is. And the reason why I say mellow nuts is because when you are in a cult, you're nutty buddy. Okay? When I was in that cult, I was nutty buddy. Okay? You literally, your thoughts and opinions about anything concerning that person, you never see no wrong in them. You defend them, it's like blind loyalty to that person. That's a whole problem. Y'all gotta do better. And it's a nutty situation. Like you're nutty in the brain when you are a part of a cult, because you have no sense of rational thinking, and you do stupid things behind the person that you're idolizing. They got so many. I ain't never seen a fan base that have so many different lawsuits with amongst each other at that. It's a fan base that got lawsuits amongst each other because y'all want to be in this lady inner circle. Y'all want to be on the inner circle level of this woman's orbit, in her millimeter orbits. So you start fighting with each other, and that's the same thing happened with me in the church. The women, we was fighting each other at verbal arguments and all of that stuff, because we want to be in a certain level of position with that person. You want to be the closest one to that person because you then put them on a pedestal. You idolizing them, and that's what y'all have done with Mel. Y'all idolize this woman, and the shit then gone to her stupid ass brain too. Okay. Because she has positioned herself as a cult leader. If you can go on, I don't know, was that the Neighborhood Talk that posted she did some kind of, she was on some type of show, but she was singing and it was going in on her because her mellow nuts that made her feel like she got a voice out this world. That made her like, she feel like she Beyonce or somebody. I don't even think Beyonce fans be going in and ham like y'all have done. I have not seen no fan base that have done what the millimeters have done. Like going to people's places of business, making phone calls to try to get people fired, doxing people. Y'all some ignorant ass people. Crazy as a mug, okay? Ridiculous. Get y'all mind right, please. Check out Unpopular Opinion Podcast. She breaks down when being what is that she calls it? Some kind of melody syndrome or something like that. Yeah, she breaks that down. Go listen to some of the things that she has to say about the cult situation. Get some deliverance. You need deliverance, literally, because I need a deliverance to get out of the cult stuff. One day I'll tell y'all my story, because it's definitely something serious. It's like you have scales over your eyes, so you can't really see that you're in it. When you're in it, you don't really know you're in it until you're out of it. And when you come out of it, it's something that triggers you to come out of it. And it's different for everybody. Everybody don't have the same trigger to come, that the scales fall off your eyes. So yeah, go over the Unpopular Opinion. She gonna get you together and help you out. Okay? Yeah, so it's a lot, and it's quite ridiculous. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save I'm gonna do another video for the Miss Wanda situation and the video that she did, because I want to go more in depth with that situation. So I'm gonna do another video, just addressing that or whatever. And you know what? In the Shanita Foster, I'm gonna, cause she had did like a live one day on IG, and somebody had said that in her live that the millimeter name is becoming toxic, which is the truth. And becoming toxic, it is toxic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna address that. And what she said in response to that statement, I'm gonna address that along with the situation with Miss Wanda's video, because I kind of want to link those two together. But I'll do another video regarding that. So the last thing I'm going to talk to on here is Jennifer and her new fiance. Jennifer on Basketball Wives. Girl, get yourself together. I don't understand how you done been through at least about 6 men that then conned you. Girl, I could see if you get conned by 1 or 2. It's been at least 6. I don't understand how you not properly vetting these men. Girl, if I would have been the men that you have brought into your life, if I would have been through that 2 times, at least 2, 3 times or whatever, no, I'm doing a whole workup on you when I meet you. You're gonna be thoroughly investigated. This man said on the show or whatever, said on y'all little podcast or whatever y'all do, and literally in on the show and told you that he had a $250,000 restitution that he had to pay, the same amount, mind you, that is gonna cost for your wedding expenses, right? That didn't sound right to me when I heard it. $250,000 restitution. Like, what the heck he did like that? And then he said it was about some kind of domestic violence stuff. I'm like, no way in the world. You are paying, you have over $250,000 in restitution over some domestic violence situation that you, with DV or whatever you had been dealing with. That's crazy. No. I don't understand how Jennifer let that go like that. And when they was doing their podcast, she was like, I'm allergic to broke or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And you could tell he was so uncomfortable. The man was like, I told Jennifer I wanted to go get me a job as a bartender or something or whatever. And Jennifer like, no, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. But in the same breath, you're saying that, oh, he could drive Uber, he could drive this, he could do this. There's things that you could do to make money or whatever. But when a man say he want to go get a bartending job, you literally tell this man, you don't got to do that. Like, you whatever you're doing, it contributes to our lifestyle. I'm like, yeah, baby, you better be careful. Because it look like to me, this man probably involved in something illegal, allegedly, in my opinion. And he straight up lied to you about the restitution amount. There was, I think, make it make sense. He had an attorney on there that literally looked up the court documents on how much his restitution was. His restitution wasn't nothing but $12,500, something like that. So how his restitution out of his mouth is $250,000, the same amount that supposedly y'all, part of y'all wedding expenses. Jennifer, get yourself together. You have been with a whole entire murker, okay? You have dated a murker. You have dated men that have stolen from you, a car from you. Like, I don't understand. These men probably see you on TV and knows all the stuff you've been through, and like, you're an easy target at this point. That's why you gotta properly vet the men that come into your life. You're an easy target, darling. Like, do better. Get yourself together. And stop being used and misused and abused by these men that you're letting into your life. You don't keep doing that shit over and over again. Like, that's crazy. Obviously, this man cannot take care of you in the lifestyle that you want. In the right way. In my opinion. It's crazy. Like, you really, really got to get yourself together. Seriously. Like, do better. Because you keep putting yourself in all kinds of dangerous situations where you could get in trouble possibly if something is going on where they're doing fraud or something like that. Yeah. Get yourself together, darling. And stop allowing this to happen to you, because it's ridiculously stupid. But yeah, but that's all I got to say for now. I'm gonna do another video because I don't want to make this video too long. I'm gonna try to chop up that video I did when I was taking out my braids or whatever. Try to see if I could chop that up into bits and pieces, because that was a 2-hour long. Trying to do like a reaction review on Love and Marriage Huntsville, one of the episodes or whatever. But go out and go check that video out. just break it up into bits and pieces or whatever. You don't gotta watch it the whole way through. Watch a little bit and then come back and watch the rest. I do that when I try to listen to long videos or whatever. I might watch a little bit of something, then come back and watch the rest of it at a later time. But yeah, I definitely want to touch on Miss Wanda, her live that she did on YouTube. Show Enough Miss Wanda. Go check her out. I think it's called Show Enough Wanda. Yeah, go check her out. Because I just feel bad for their family, seriously. And the shit that happened with her and Tisha regarding, Kiki and that show and that cult leader, bullshit, okay? Pissed. Like, seriously pissed about it. And Miss Wanda is well within her rights to feel the way she feels about old girl. Okay? She well within her rights. It's some bullshit. And Shanita, just forewarning, darling. The minute you have a problem with Mel or some kind of disagreement or some kind of falling out, if y'all have one, guess what? The mellow nuts are going to come for your stupid ass too. Okay? So you can ride for old girl all you want. Just like Nell. Nell wasn't even riding for her. Nell was a real friend who told her the truth. Mel don't want to hear the damn truth. Mel wants to hear nothing but praises regarding her. She don't want to hear when somebody trying to tell her you're wrong about something. She don't like to take accountability for nothing. I don't like a bitch like that. Okay? I don't like people that rise up and be cult leaders and shit. I just don't. And both, she a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio, and I really, was hoping that I supported her in the beginning. I really did. I liked that. And then I used to like some of the content creators as well. Until things just started turning real dark. Real dark. So I had to exit stage left. I was like, ooh, just a cult. Ooh. And I'm kind of glad I went through the experience that I went through being in a cult church and idolizing the lady the pastor that I was idolizing. Because now I'm able to easily identify when I see one, and I don't get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the Larry Reid situation, I was able to identify. My spirit wasn't, resonating with him. At some point, I was like, something ain't right with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's how it started happening with me. I was like, something ain't right with this nigga. You understand? And something ain't right with the goddamn mellometers and the nuts and the melodramatics. So, yeah, something ain't right. Oh, and I also want to talk about the Sonny and Moses situation, too. I say that for another video, too. Because I got to check, partly cloudy in Moses too, because and I didn't like the commentary that I forgot his name that he did on I can't remember. He get brain freeze sometimes. It is what it is. But yeah, Kempire, that's his name. Kempire. I didn't like the commentary he did on Destiny. Kempire, do your research, baby. Okay? At least go watch some of Destiny's Big D combos or something. So you can get both sides of the situation before you go to opening up your mouth. And that's what I don't like. I don't like when some of these content creators start talking about stuff and they don't have both sides, to make an informed commentary on something. I try to listen to both sides and be balanced, and then come up with my conclusions. and my thoughts and opinions. But a lot of these content creators, they don't do that. They just literally sit up there and just be talking shit. But I'm about to go, y'all. I've been on here 30 minutes, so be looking out for my other videos or whatever, or the rest of this stuff I got to talk about. Yeah. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Share if you care. Okay. And I'll try to come as much as possible, I guess. I don't have time to be doing this, like talking about, to be honest, but yeah. How about this thing? Don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me. Yeah, that's my song right now. What time is it? I'm making through. You should know you're my angel. Don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me. Out your mind, cause jealousy. They don't know about this here. Yay. Well, let me go, y'all. Yeah, look out for my other video and go check out the other videos that I got up too. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.